Hey, y'all. Welcome to Copy and Conversation with me here, Meera. I'm excited to share. This is 98th episode. This 90 has lots of stories behind this 90 as a number. As a child, I always used to crave, will I get 90 marks? Am I someone who's capable of getting 90 and above, or like 85 and above? It didn't happen. Well, it also happened like once, long time ago. I don't remember when. Yeah, 88 is something I did manage to get. This 90 is something which is just stuck in the mind. Sometimes it is about the marks, it's about quantification, it's about the ability, it's about the worthiness. Ask not. The 90 defines a lot. During my time, yes, I'm 80s person, millennial, what you call it as. You get 90, you can be sure of, okay, you'll get in this college. But today, even if you get 99.99, oh my God, I missed that point, whatever, 111 or 011, however is the calculation that works. But 90 has a huge role in our life, right? Okay, but this 98, yes, I did it. I would like to say with gratitude, and I raised my voice to say I did it because it's a gratitude that I'm sharing with each of you here. You stopped by, you listened to, you sent a message, you wrote to me, suggesting so many things, standing by me and telling Meera, when are you going to put the next one? It's been a while we heard from you. I owe it to you. Like they say, in psychology, we are a culmination of people around us with whom we have grown up with, or, we've been living, etc. Yes. This 98th episode, there's something that I want to share. Story is something which is near and dear to each and everyone. Each of us have a story to share. We have a story, hidden story, silent stories, or some story that we keep sharing again and again and again, and we would continue sharing that again and again and again. Oh my God, so many agains. But there are certain things, which we do not want to share. Well, we do not want to share with our own self. The very moment it comes on top of our mind, or it just managed to move from the unconscious layer to subconscious layer, vagara vagara, so many layers, just like in the jackfruit. Absolutely, just like in the jackfruit. These memories find it hard to seep. It's upside it's on a reverse side, it is going up. But then still when it comes, we pause. We do not want to hear what the mind is sharing. We do not want to hear what the mind is sharing. We just feel like running away. But more we run away, it is following us like a shadow. Absolutely. What kind of a shadow are you forming within you, in your mind? Or a shadow that has been continuing throughout your life? Yes, just like that, a ghost which doesn't want to leave you. I wish there is no such ghost in your life. But a shadow is something. Might be when we are in the dark, we cannot see the shadow that falls, right? But the shadow that we have created within our mind, is it letting us to move forward? Is it letting us to even be with our own self when we are alone? Or is that shadow creating scary pictures when you're alone also? You feel like running away from your loneliness. You feel like running away of being alone also. Is that the time you just take your phone and you plug your ears and you listen to a podcast or a music or something that you like, high volume, so that you can just shut the tiny voice that is coming every now and then, in the mind it's telling, hey, you remember? Hey, what are you going to do? Hey, how are you going to face? This is a tiny voice. Sometimes they say, the intuition or intuition, what you call it as, the gut feeling, it is not loud. It's a tiny voice. And we hush it. Again, there is yet another voice also, which is assertive and loud, but we are scared. We try to minimize the volume within our mind. We, just like in the radio, where we try to change the frequency, not to hear this station, but to listen to or stop by another station and listen to something else. Have you done this? I have, of course, done that. But what do you do to deal with it? Do you just hush it? Do you just say, shut up, don't talk? Or do you just run away from where you are if in case you're alone? And you just be midst of people so that you don't have to listen to what your mind is sharing or the tiny little voice, assertive voice is sharing with you. How about if I invite you to listen to that voice without any judgment? Because when we listen to the voice, we picturize ourselves in that voice, and the movie has us playing the lead. How about just watching that movie? How about listening to that, just, that voice alone, without any assumptions, without any judgment, or without any outcome of what is going to unfold later? Let it be that movie. It just goes. You don't know what's going to happen next, but you still are stuck to your seat only to know or only to watch what's going to happen next. But only when we see what is coming next, that's when we know this tiny voice, it could be scary. It was scary when we kind of said, I do not want to listen to. If we can embrace that voice, it has a powerful story, the powerful narrative which you are going to build for that story. Embracing that story which you really didn't want to listen to because of insecurity, worthiness question, capability, or certain trauma that happened during our childhood. Right? Even I have faced one. I still remember the trauma that I had. I used to hush it. I used to just shut up. I felt like running away from my own self, which is definitely not a possible thing, right? Impossible. But that's the time I didn't have an option. I kept everything away, the gadgets, the television, whatever you call. Even the book that I loved reading, I kept it aside only to listen to what is going on. I listened to it. I forgave myself. Forgiving others is really difficult because memory has everything, everyone, every situation just saved, which can never be erased, even with a powerful eraser, a magic eraser to what we call it as. I had to listen to my voice because that is the first time the shadow that I was carrying within me in several layers, I just listened to it only to forgive myself. Only to say that, yes, this is a trauma that happened. I didn't know how to face that as a child, but today I know what I went through. Today I am here. I appreciate, yes, I'm strong enough and I'm here. I appreciate my being head to toe. That's why I'm here. What happened, happened. I really cannot go back and erase the time, the memory, the situation, whatever happened. But at least I can carry a basket full of memories, the healing memories, those flowers which has fragrance throughout, always in my life. I can carry that as my companion, a healer, or rather an ointment too. Whenever I have such thoughts coming in, whenever I have that voice telling me, Meera, you remember? I say, yes, I remember. Do you want to talk about it? Go ahead. I'm ready to face it. Are we ready to face that shadow that we have built it mountain strong in our mind, vast as an ocean? Can we just create that shadow, vast as an ocean, with healing power? What story are you creating in your mind which is casting a shadow that you really do not want to stay under? A shade or a shadow is something we look forward to, right, when it's really hot outside. But this is a shadow which we do not want to. But can we transform the shadow into a healer? Let it come every now and then. Let it come anytime when it comes. But can we just say, yes, go on, I'm listening to you. Did you share? Fine. So this is what I want to share. I've listened to you and now you listen to me. You are there. You are past You will keep coming in every now and then at my highest of time or whatever time I am living in. But I promise you that whenever you come, I'm going to just look at you face to face and say, can I hug you? Can we move on? Can you be that shadow? Can you create that shadow with those powerful narrative, a story that I really want to carry with me always in life? I don't want to fear seeing my own face in the mirror. I do not want to fear my own self. I do not want to fear. I do not have to fear when you are talking to me. But yes, I can just hold your hand, embrace, and say, come. This is a memory, a shadow that is formed, and I'm going to walk confidently and boldly with bold steps always. Oh, I just realized that when I was sharing this, I had my eyes closed. I mean, it's an impactful thing for me in my life. How would you deal with your shadow? How will you deal with those stories? They are still waiting for that narrative that you can build. That narrative which can change the plot, well, the entire scene, the outcome. And you will just hold to that story. Yes, you will hold on to that story and say, I just love you. Well, this is my Copy and Conversations podcast, the 98th episode. Thank you for being along. Like you've been traveling with me, listening to, sharing your feedback. Like I always say, be there because I wouldn't be here without you listening to what I'm sharing. Thank you so very much. Namaste, Vanakkam, Swagata, Suswagata. Thank you, Nandri, to all of you for listening to Copy and Conversation by Meera. See you in the next episode. Yes, I have been planning for episode 19.